Right.
I wanted to hang out individually with both of these whores. And here we are. This is the only time I get to hang out with them is when comedians,
we're hanging out.
We want to monetize everything, which is
4
great.
cameras are with us.
Yeah.
We're hanging out though.
We are hanging out.
I love it.
But you want to hang out without the cameras? I feel you. No, we're gonna do that too.
Yes, because we have a lot of shit to talk about.
Yes, do we?
Yeah.
We should introduce our guests though.
Let's do that. You do it.
No, you do it.
Want me to? Oh man. Okay.
Oh, wow.
No, not that. Because no.
How does that make me feel?
I don't want to be the one to mess up the name.
Because I'm gonna mess up her name, and I don't want to be the one to mess up her name. So Eva has to mess up her name.
All right.
Okay.
I'll fuck it up. All right, hold on.
Because as the non-Muslim, it's okay if you mess it up. And if I mess it up, I'm just a piece of shit.
All right, I got it. All right, a lot
But
of
you're
pressure
also
on me.
black.
That's right.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
and this is a black name. This is a Somali name.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. So boom. So our guess.
So the D is pronounced like a soft
Right.
TH.
Who this?
What? Who did?
Or is it who this?
She said, "Who this? New phone? Who this?"
Hold on.
Oh my! You said,
Who this?
I thought because you said I was who is this?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, great.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
Hold on.
You made it harder for yourself.
I did. I was mad nervous.
I'm so glad that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm so happy.
It shouldn't have been me either, though. That's the guy.
We should have made you introduce yourself.
Right. Why me
But
do that?
she's a fellow stand-up comedian.
Run it back. Introduce yourself. Say your name.
Hi, I'm Hoodo Hersi. I'm going to be in Atlanta November 16th and the 17th. Get tickets at holocomedy.com. But really on my social media, I haven't updated my website. So just ticket link in bio. Thank you.
There you go.
Come see me, Atlanta.
Oh, I'm sad that you're not gonna be able to be on my show. I'm headlining in Bushwick the same day, November 16th.
Oh, damn.
That's all right. We're gonna catch each other.
Well,
We'll catch
we
each
can
other.
hang out outside
Right.
of comedy.
Right, we can.
I do actually like you.
I do like you.
Yeah.
I do like
No,
you.
you're the reason why I invited you on is because I've been tagged in hundreds of posts about Brittany Renner.
Oh, I can imagine.
And people want to hear my opinion, and I was just like, I should bring on another hijabi to kind of give me her opinion. Also, you're black, so it kind of
Yeah.
right.
so-
It's like if me and you had a baby.
yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
Oh
love
my God,
that.
you're a child.
You're our child. I love it. She does have my eyes. She does have my eyes.
Also, I just want to know the way you talked about my glasses. It was like I was your child.
I know, 'cause you're my daughter.
They're cute, but it wasn't like, oh, cute, fashionable. It's like, oh, you're a child. Did you match your glasses
Right.
and your hijab?
Right.
Oh.
All these bitches is my son. You heard?
You're a mesh of us. I love that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's so
For those of you at home who don't know, Brittany Renner is basically an internet personality. She's a reality star. She's a fitness
Right.
model. She's very
Oh, she's on a reality show?
I think so.
I don't know her for anything
She's-
other than the bad stuff.
She's very provocative. She's kind of like a rage baiter. She kind of like says things on purpose to like get the masses riled up.
And she, but I like how she handles herself under heat. She like a man will just be calling her all type of whores, screaming in her face, and she
Yeah.
does remain calm.
Yeah.
And like, why does it upset you if I'm a whore? You know what I'm
she's
saying? Like,
she's
very-
just doing her thing.
But men do it.
Yeah, I like how she remain. From what I've seen, 'cause I don't be watching all. I'm not I don't be clocked in on a shorty.
Yeah.
But from the clips that I see, I do see that she remains composed.
The reason people keep tagging me in her things is because out of nowhere she decided to become Muslim and wear a hijab.
Oh, hold on.
which-
Let's talk about the pronunciation.
Muslim.
Yeah, I don't like that people say Muslim.
Oh, how you-
Because it's not pronounced that way. It's actually a very American like way of.
I try to.
So it's MUS.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it's Muslim. It's not Muslim. There's no Z.
Muslim.
Muslim. Like muscles, Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah, there you go,
Okay.
Eva.
Look at me learning shit today. Look at me.
It's an educational podcast,
Right? I love learning.
Yeah. So she is a Muslim now and wears a hijab. Listen, the clips I got were like Joe Budden and Corey Holcomb and a bunch of people like kind of clowning her. And
Those are the same men who were tearing her apart from before the hijab.
Yeah, it's a bunch of men talking shit. Now listen, I'm not in her heart. I'm not in her mind. I don't know if it's genuine or not, but that's no one's business. It's between her and the God she chose to follow. I hope it's authentic because I think that's dope. I think it's never too late to kind of grow, or not that she needed to, not that becoming Muslim means like you're growing, but like, I think it's never.
Well, I think it's a sign of some sort of growth.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign of growth.
So
It's
if
like you want to get closer.
Right.
you want to
something
change
bigger
your
than
life
you.
in any capacity, I don't think it's ever too late. You're people are saying, oh, but after all the photos she's dropped of her, like, I'm like, who cares? Like,
Right.
if you decide to be a different person, people should respect that you're a different person. So
Right.
now,
With that being said,
I will say though, some of the converts, the new ones, it's been hard.
yeah,
Andrew Tate.
oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, but
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan, that was a win.
Lindsay Lohan
that was a win.
A win is a
Muslim
win.
now?
I love. She's been Muslim for a while. She
Word.
lives in Dubai.
You lie,
Honey, and I love The Parent Trap and Mean Girls, so that was a win for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god,
Really? I didn't know that.
sister Lindsay.
that was years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like
wow.
She was actually supposed to be on Rami's show, the
Yeah.
Hulu show.
You lie.
Yeah, and she just never showed up to set. I heard.
Wow. So wow.
it's very okay.
That's crazy.
All right, Lindsay.
I don't know how to feel because like I'm not in your religion. I don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do any religion actually. Like
Really? I always
Nah.
thought of you as very spiritual.
no, I'm spiritual, but to me those two things are separate.
No, sometimes they can be intertwined.
Nah,
I just
I
feel
stay
like-
way
'cause-
far away from religion. I feel like
But like, okay, so like, there's a lot of like in spiritual and like a lot of spiritual beliefs. It's like believing in the universe. The universe is on your side. Replace universe with God. It's kind of the same thing.
right, but I feel like with spirituality is much more like freedom and like less judgment versus religion is like a list of rules you can't break, you shouldn't break.
Well,
the
religion
way you
re-
should live. Like
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
religion
it's
is-
not a welcoming environment.
No,
to
but
me.
it is a welcoming environment. It's people that ruin it. Like
Right,
because
but-
religion is a way of life, and they make it like a list of rules where if you break it, you're a fraud and you're fake, and you shouldn't be a part of it. And it's like just give up. You're not good enough. Like I also want to talk about like Haram police.
Oh, honey, we're gonna get trolled. Don't send me death threats.
Which is
Right,
basically
please.
the Haram police is basically a group of Muslims who police the internet for
Men or
Muslims,
women?
mostly men who police other Muslims who are not doing the right thing or what they deem is the right thing, or they just
But you see what I'm saying? That's what religion comes with. Like spirituality, mind your fucking business.
But I also think I hear what you're saying, and that is a valid criticism of how
Yes.
people like, practice, certain people practice. But also, like, if you just, I feel like human beings go crazy with a lot of shit, like sports.
Oh yes,
Honey, you give
Not for sports either.
anyone stand culture, the Beehive.
Okay,
tell me
well,
that's
you got
not.
me there. You got me there.
I think
got me
it's
there.
ingrained in humans to be like, I latch on to something, and now there's like a rogue minority that like ruins it for everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to belong to a certain group.
And some people take it too far.
And if you kind of deviate from what they think you should be doing as
Right.
being part of this group, they're like, well, you need to leave this group.
Yeah.
For example, like the Beehive, if you critique Beyonce in any way, they're like, you're not a real fan, and like it's like you can
Yeah,
still be a
it's
fan and critique somebody.
I love Beyonce with all my heart.
Yeah.
I think it's when she got cheated on and I don't know. I was like, oh okay, shorty, that's your choice. I disagree, but you know what
her
I'm saying?
staying with him? You
know,
didn't like that?
I wasn't a fan of it, but I'm like I can see why. But it's like
Oh, because they got kids and their brands are interlinked and
I mean, to me, all of that doesn't keep me with somebody who betrayed me. But it's like, and I'm not living her life, so I don't know why she made the
true,
choice.
yeah.
But it's like, as a human being, I could see something. I'm like, I'm okay. Probably would have wanted different for you.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's
But
fair.
girl, you can't, like she said, you can't talk out loud against certain people. You can't have an
It
opinion
is
about
scary.
nothing.
Yeah. It is. And Nicki Minaj, the Barbs,
Word.
some of them have gone to jail.
You just gotta look at that marriage and think and just pretend that that's a normal pick for someone.
I'm not. No comment. Thank you. I love Nicki.
No, you can love someone and still look at their life and be like, huh, okay, that's an interesting choice.
I'm trying to save your life right now.
yeah.
I threw out a fucking flotation device and you spat in my face right now. I'm trying to save you.
Oh my god.
Well, to go back to the whole Brittany topic.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, 'cause I want to know how you when you first saw it. What was your first reaction? Was you like, this is some bullshit?
My first reaction when I saw it was like, wait, what? Because I just thought it was insane. Like I just thought it was like very random. But it's like, who am I to judge a woman who decides to become hijabi? Like if that's what you want to do, like great, like go for it. But also, I will say on the flip side, people in you can't trust everything you read on the internet, obviously. But there were people saying that like, oh, they saw her out walking outside and she wasn't wearing it and she's just doing this for the gram and blah blah blah. And even like she posted like a selfie of her in a hijab, but her book was in the background and it's like a picture of her like almost naked. So I feel like I'm like, are you just trolling us?
But I also
don't
feel
know.
like she's figuring it out.
She is figuring
And
it out.
it's going to take a while to figure it out. And
Right,
it's
but you
fine.
can figure it out off social media. Like my thing is like if something is really a journey, like you're like, yo, the life I was living before, I don't want to be that girl no more. I want to get closer to God, and this is the God that I'm choosing. This is the way I'm choosing to get closer to God. That's something that, you know, if it's, in my opinion, if it's really genuine, you just take some time off the internet, you find yourself. The journey, the finding yourself don't gotta be in everybody's face.
Yeah.
It really don't.
Yeah.
I can see sometimes you want to inspire other people, like, oh,
Yeah.
they can see what I'm going through or whatever, but I don't know. For me personally, I feel like religion, and I don't want to offend nobody, but I feel like religion is, in my experience, I know a lot of evil people. To me, that's where evil goes to hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like a lot of celebrities, like when their back is up against the wall, they convert to a religion
Yes.
to kind of gain popularity in that
Or
community.
they say they're a sex addict. And
yeah. For example,
How many men?
like,
Tiger Woods, all of them cheated on their wives, went to rehab. Yeah.
What's his name? He's an activist that a lot of black women hate.
Oh, Sean King.
Okay, so for example,
People
like
I never-
Andrew Tate was getting like creamed in the media, and he was getting canceled, and then he converted to Islam, and then Muslims were like, "Okay, you're
But he was
welcome."
on trial for like human trafficking.
And then like Sean
like
King,
some dark shit.
and then like Sean King kind of got canceled a little bit from like the black community,
he
especially
Muslim?
women.
I missed all that.
Now him and his wife both converted,
Oh wow.
and it's just like, is this genuine,
When
or
all
are you
else
trying?
fails.
When all else fails, you need another community to kind of welcome you.
Yeah.
So
can
I
see
don't
that.
know. I don't know.
And that's hurtful to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, right?
Again, I don't know what's in these people's hearts and minds,
Right.
and I hope that it is genuine. But if it's not, what are you gonna do? I don't own the religion. I can't be like,
Right.
you can't be one of me. Like,
Right.
yeah.
so a lot of people were commenting like to Brittany, and they were like, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm like, not really. What does she do? Like,
Yeah, I think people just leave her alone.
I think people should leave her
I just want to pull up her
alone, for
gram real
sure.
quick, 'cause I just want to see something real quick. I haven't been
You
on
want to
in a
watch
while.
her stories for today?
I just love that all the trolls have been telling me for years that I'm the queen of the hojabis, and now Brittany Renner joined us, and she took that spot
How
from
you spell
me.
shorty name?
Brittany Renner.
Is it BNEY or ANY? Let me see.
Just put RENNER and then it'll pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, just go last name.
You guys totally missed my joke.
No, it was mad good.
Wow.
You know what's funny when Remy is laughing and then covers his mouth. You know, that's so
see.
funny.
It went right over both their heads.
No, it was good.
No, I listen.
It was mad.
All hail Queen Brittany. She took the throne from me.
Damn.
is there anyone
You should have
else?
trademarked it.
But here's another thing. Like, how do you feel about Mia Khalifa?
Well, Mia Khalifa was
Because she
Mia
was doing
Khalifa.
porn with a hijab on, and she Catholic.
Wow. Now that's just straight up disrespectful.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure she got death threats from that.
Still.
But I mean, I don't think people should have sent her death threats. Let me be clear.
No,
but I
absolutely not,
just
but I'm
think.
sure she got it though.
But I think you're saying you're the queen of hojabis.
No, but she's actually,
But
she
I'm a
did
real
porn.
hijabi.
She's a real hijabi.
Mia's Mia. It's so funny. So many people comment on my posts. You look like Mia Khalifa and tag her and all my stuff. That
Oh, wow.
she literally follows me on social
That's
media.
funny.
And
She seems nice,
And she
actually.
apologized to me. And I was
Oh,
like, you have
that's good.
nothing to
Oh,
apologize
I
to. You.
love that.
Nice.
She was just like, oh my God, I'm sorry, girl. Because I was like, guys, stop calling me Mia Khalifa. Like, it's an old joke. It's not funny. But to people, in people's defense, like, she's the only Arab hijabi with glasses that's famous. The only other famous Arabs in America are like Saddam Hussein. And I'd rather be called Mia Khalifa than Saddam.
Yeah, well,
so.
yeah, for sure.
Or like DJ Khaled. Like, you know, there's not many famous Arabs.
we not the best.
Yeah.
We not the best.
Well,
No.
he celebrates Christmas. I'm not sure how.
Yeah. But I mean, being a hijabi in America is
I love
funny.
that you turned into the Haram police right now.
I did.
Yeah.
What did she?
She just said he celebrates Christmas like an auntie.
I don't get it.
That's so
I
funny.
be confused as fuck in my sister's house. My sister married a Muslim man, and he is the number one Muslim until it's Christmas time for his kids.
Oh, really?
I be confused.
Does he buy his kids
They,
gifts?
girl, they do the Halloweens and the Christmases. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
It's probably just for the kids, though.
Girl, I don't give a fuck. If it's my religion, my religion. My kids gonna do what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna. That's how I be saying. Like, people pick and choose the parts they want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So he'll do Halloween and shit for his kids, But let a bitch have her shoulder
But what
out.
does he do for Eid?
You know what I'm saying?
When Eid comes around,
Girl,
is he
I don't even know what
celebrating
this nigga
it?
do. I try not to.
Oh, you're done with him.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
worried
yeah,
about the
okay,
film.
that's fair. I feel you. I love that you and I keep interrupting her. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh my God, I'm so
She was
sorry.
literally in the middle of
I'm so
something, and then
sorry.
you and I got
Black girl,
carried
and I'm
away.
like,
I'm
yes!
so sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
This is why I decided to invite her solely for Eva.
That's so funny.
I also needed another hijabi, so I didn't want to be
Right.
the spokesperson for the whole hijabi community
I
in the
appreciate
world.
that. I appreciate that you're trying to be fair.
Yeah, and also like Brittany's a woman of color. I was like, I want to hear what
Right.
other women
Bro,
have
I
to
wanna
say.
hear, how you feel about Shorty?
I just think, I'm not in a place to judge her. It's like, let her live her life. Yeah, I just, when you have already so many problems in your own life,
Yeah, right.
you're like, girl, I don't even have the energy.
I don't have the energy.
Do you know what I mean? Also, Lindsay Lohan became, as I said earlier, that was the win for me. Yeah, I was so happy.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Like Black China had a similar thing, right? So Black China.
She one of us now?
No. She's a Christian.
How cool
Okay.
would that be if we got Black China? So cool.
We're gonna get.
I love that I'm
Y'all-
talking
y'all
about them
get-
like I'm an
I know.
NBA.
I know.
I own
Y'all
an NBA
gonna get
team.
some more. Y'all gonna get some.
Well,
more
how's your? It's interesting because like we both are comedians. Like how's your like interaction with like crowds? Have you ever gotten heckled or just any kind of weird experiences being a hijabi and doing comedy? Because I've talked about all my situations. Like
I think for me, I hit the 13-year mark. So when I go up on stage after having done it for so long, I don't care. Like I go, this is what I get a little nervous, but I don't get as nervous as I used to. And I go, this is what I'm going to talk about. And I just feel I feel like an ease on stage. And I think the audience can feel that. But early on in my career, I remember I got heckled by this woman and I knew she was going to be a problem. So very early on in my career, she walked in with a shirt that said, I heart my foreskin.
oh
my
wow,
God.
okay.
And then it was Ramadan, and I don't do this anymore, but I was like doing shows and fasting, and that's too much work or whatever. But anyways, I was on stage, and then I said something about Ramadan and being hungry, and she was like, Ramadan sucks. That was like her heckle. And she had this shirt, and she's fighting for men and their foreskins, and I'm like, honey, I got no skin in the game. Literally.
Yeah. Right.
I got no skin in the game. I don't care.
And she thought she was so clever with that little.
Yeah, but then eventually they kicked her out. And I think that was like, there was another time an elderly white lady heckled me, and she kept heckling all the comics. And I was like maybe fourth on the lineup. And then finally I had enough. I said, okay, you want attention? I'm interviewing you. And I asked her the most invasive question. She was an old white woman. So I asked her, how many black guys have you fucked? And then I was like, have you ever had an abortion?
Good.
Just invasive questions.
Was she answering them?
And she just felt really uncomfortable.
Good.
Because that's what you do with older white people. You ask them things that'll make them uncomfortable. And then she ran out, and then at the end of the show, I walked out, and then she saw me, and she was like, "That's the girl."
Oh, but because hecklers, they never want to receive the energy that they're giving out.
Yeah, and I gave it to her, and so she left all the comics
they're
alone.
such-
but I
oh,
did
God.
sacrifice my set.
Yeah, to prove a
To
point.
teach her a
You know
lesson.
what I mean?
Glad you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. So that's what I do with hecklers. I go, oh, you don't want to even get me started. Okay, bitch? It's like playing basketball with LeBron. You don't even want to touch me.
You don't want to do it.
Okay.
Don't fuck
That's
around.
amazing.
Also, all comedians, we're all mentally unwell.
Yes.
Are you really going to try to pick a fight with a mentally unwell person? We don't do it on the street. Why would you do it? You know what I mean?
You have to be so strong to be mentally ill. Because imagine waking up every single morning feeling like you're getting chased by a dragon and then joining a Zoom meeting like, hey, good morning, guys. Yeah. Okay, though. So today's meeting is about like, you have to be so strong to be a functioning mentally ill person. And that's what comedians are. We're
Comedians
functioning mentally ill patients.
I always say that. I'm like, it's
Highly functioning.
Just think
Highly
of like
functioning.
our job description. It's like, I hold a microphone and I'm on stage and I just tell people things and I hope that they like me. Like
And
that's
for-
textbook
and
mental illness.
Travel from city to city and try to make strangers laugh. That's
Yeah.
wild.
We are the Joker. We are a baby reindeer. We are like,
Beautiful, sad clown.
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so I just think like you wouldn't do it with a weird
Right.
dude on the street, and then you doing it with me. You don't.
You wouldn't do it with the person screaming on the subway, but you're gonna do it with me. We're the same person.
We're the
I'm just
same.
not homeless.
person.
We are this,
And I file my taxes. That's the only difference.
Me and the
only
person
difference.
crying on the subway that's homeless.
Well, you cried on the subway before.
I cry on the subway
On the way
cry
home, though, that's a difference.
on the way home.
It's really weird coming to New York from Toronto. I've seen.
Oh, I forgot you wasn't American.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. Yeah. But when people are crying there's this girl crying on the subway. Everyone and it was packed. Everyone was acting like nothing happened.
That's
and
regular.
And I had a tissue and I gave it to her and I was like, I hope things get better. And she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she was like so touched by it. But I was like, I think it's just so weird that no one said anything.
A homeless guy once gave me advice because crazy knows crazy, and he saw me. He goes, "Oh, that bitch wanted me," and was just like, "Oh, it's okay." Blah blah. He sat next to me. I was like, "What's up, dude?" I gave him $5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, "Thank you, man."
He had a
Very
pure
generous.
heart. I love that.
Yeah.
I remember one time a homeless guy kept staring at me and I was really uncomfortable and he could feel it. And then he got off the train and as he was getting off, he looked at me and he was like, I'm sorry for staring. You just you just remind me of my ex. And I was like,
Oh.
whoa, what's going on in my life? What was I looking like that day
Word.
that
you
know,
dated? Damn.
It's so funny that you mentioned like people staring because I've been wearing a hijab for so long. I forget that I have it on sometimes when I'm outside. Like it's just
you're
a part
a person.
of me.
Yeah.
So then I went to Nashville a few weeks ago, and I don't know if you know anything about Nashville, but it's all
Tennessee.
white people. So I was getting stared at like so hard, like more than I'm ever used to, and I'm like, is this what people with visible disabilities feel like?
Yeah.
Like just getting stared
You know
at
what I
all
do?
the time.
I do a rebrand of that. I go, when people are staring at me, I go, it's because they think I'm stunning.
Yes.
That's a good.
That's what I say.
You know, one time this guy was staring at me. We were like at a grocery store and I was like, oh my God, I bet he thinks I'm cute, whatever. And he came up to me after and was like, go back to where you came from.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh.
Was he white?
Yeah, I was like,
I
you
love
liked
reminding
me.
white people that they're not really from here.
Yeah.
Are you native? Are you
They
native?
forgetting, son.
I have this joke and it's like my favorite joke that I've ever written and it went viral a few months ago and I got so many mean comments from white people about it. But the punchline of the joke is if sunburns are nature's way of letting white people know that you guys are immigrants too.
I love that.
And then it gets a laugh, and then I go, the son's like, hey, go back to where you came from. England's cloudy for a reason.
Yeah.
And I remember doing that joke on Seth Meyers. Seth loved it. And I posted it, and I got so many mean comments. But to me, I was like, y'all triggered. It was either white people that got it, that live in Phoenix, Arizona, and are like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm Irish. What am I doing in Phoenix,
You know,
Arizona?
it's so funny because like Israel, Tel Aviv has the highest rate of skin cancer in the whole world.
Oh, wow.
Y'all shouldn't be in the Middle East. This is why you all have skin cancer. Everybody in Tel Aviv has skin cancer. Everyone.
That's crazy.
You guys shouldn't be in the desert. Like,
Yeah. So whenever white people, going back to what you said, whenever white people are like, you shouldn't be here, I'm like, go back to Europe.
yeah.
They forget that part. They forget they're not from here.
George Washington, all of them had British accents when they came here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right, because they came from England
Yeah.
and they were like in their 20s or whatever
Yeah.
when they came. Yeah, they fully had British accents. Yeah.
British white men.
Yeah. Getting political on the pod.
I know, right? Look at us.
Yeah.
Grown
No,
folk shit.
I don't like that a bunch of men were coming for Brittany because it's always men. It's always men. It's always men that have something to say. And it's like whether she was naked on social media, when she was naked on
And
social
they're the
media.
ones jerking off to her photo.
Here's the thing.
Right.
When she was naked on social media, all these men had something to say. Now she's covered up on social media and you guys are still having some shit to say.
You can never please.
It's like, just
you cannot,
leave.
you
Brittany, we got
cannot-
your back.
Well, I mean, I don't know about all that, but I hope
I just feel like leave women
don't know.
alone.
just,
It's
just do your thing,
no, we don't endorse her on the pod.
No,
Thank
just do your
you.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Be safe out here.
Oh, yeah. I also just feel like we were talking about it in the bathroom before the podcast started, but like being black and Muslim, I feel personally like there's a weird centering of Arab culture that happens amongst Muslims as a black Muslim. It's a very weird thing because everyone will, because I'm Somali, but like, and I talk to other black Muslims about it. The first thing people say to me when they find out, they're like, oh, don't you speak Arabic? Why don't you speak Arabic? And it's like, Arabs if you look at the ethnic breakdown, they are a minority out of all the Muslims.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
There's so many more black
It's
Muslims than
more-
Arab Muslims. It's like
in
times
America,
10.
and then in the global Muslim population,
global, yeah.
it's East Asian. They're from Indonesia, Malaysia.
Yeah.
They're not Arab.
We're
Most
the
Muslims
least.
do not speak Arabic.
Yeah.
Most Muslims in America are black.
Yeah, and so like there's like the way white people center themselves. It's like sometimes I feel
Yeah.
like Arabs do that with with black people, and like I feel most at home with other black Muslims. I feel like they.
I was gonna ask you if there's racism over there between y'all, because I know that with Remy show, right? Rami,
Rami. Yeah.
Like there was an episode where he married a black Muslim, right?
And he said the reason why he did it is because most
his mom was like kind of
Muslims.
gagging about it, but it's like, didn't you just want him to have a Muslim wife? Then what's the race have to do with anything?
I know, but Egyptians have, and Arabs in general, but it's so funny because in Egypt there's tons of black Egyptians.
Yeah.
Like there's tons of them.
Yeah.
They have there's like tons of anti-blackness, but
Across the globe.
And then I also just feel like even amongst black people, there's like this whole, like in black culture, there's like a lot of like Christian references that I don't necessarily get.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel
yeah.
really most at home with like black Muslims.
But even in black culture, like they'll be like, on Instagram, they'll be, they'll have like a quiz, like, test your blackness, and it's all black American shit.
Yeah.
I don't know that shit. I'm not a black American.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very black. Yeah, like, you didn't watch Friday? You ain't black. No, nigga, because
Yeah, my parents are immigrants.
I had a goat I had to watch. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I didn't see
How
Friday.
old were you when you came here?
4. But I was born in Jersey, but I lived in Jamaica for the first 4 years of my life.
Oh, okay. And you had a goat?
Sadly,
Yeah,
you
we got goat
can't-
and chickens.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Girl.
She had a pet chicken.
Yeah, well, we had a few chicks, but yeah, so it's like I'm still black just because I don't know the shit like that. But
Yeah.
so yes, I see what you're saying because I feel the same.
You don't
way
ever
about-
fully feel like you're one or the other. It's weird, yeah. So you
Yeah,
probably
it's
feel
just-
most at home with other Jamaicans.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know spades? No, I know dominoes though. I know Ludi. Like I got, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
you
they
feel
feel like their
like-
culture is the black culture, and it's fucking not.
Do you feel like you're too Jamaican in America and then you're too American in Jamaica?
Yeah, when I go
Yeah,
to
I feel
Jamaica,
that too.
yeah, when I go to Jamaica, first of all, Jamaicans are like, they're very like, you're not really one of us, and it's like, bro, my earliest memories is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I came to
It's tribalism.
you know what I'm saying? When I came to live in America full time, I had an accent and kids made fun of me.
Yeah.
So I had the whole experience.
Oh my God,
I remember my first time seeing snow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have an experience of a Jamaican immigrant, and y'all talking to me like I'm not like, oh, you was born. So the fuck what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone copying the Jamaican accent, honey.
Every fucking body.
Yeah.
Everybody. No
Shut
matter
up.
where they come from, they be so proud of their island until it's time to get in the studio. Now they got a Jamaican accent.
Shout out to Drake.
Drake, but at least Drake gets props.
He does. He really loves.
So that's why people talk about Drake. Drake gets props. When he talking Jamaican, he'll let you know this is Jamaican.
Yeah.
And other motherfuckers like, oh, it's because I'm Caribbean, nigga.
What do you think of Chet?
Stop.
Oh my God, what do you think of Chet Hanks?
As long as you show love, like my thing is like, I feel like he shows love.
Okay, so you don't have a problem with a white guy doing the accent. Chet Hanks specifically.
He's just you
Because
know.
to me, it's up to Jamaicans to decide. It's not my place.
Well, I don't speak for all Jamaicans because there's a lot of Jamaicans.
for you,
yeah.
you
For
have
me
no
personally, it's just like as long as you like showing love,
Yeah.
you know. Show love to
Apparently,
the
though,
culture.
he had like a Caribbean nanny.
Well, who doesn't have it? All the rich white people.
but what
I
I'm
was just
saying,
gonna say,
like-
who doesn't have a
No, but
Caribbean
I'm
nanny?
saying,
All the rich
like,
white people
that's
had Caribbean nannies.
I'm saying that's probably like imprinted on him, and that's why he has a love for the culture.
Yeah.
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 Well, thank you so much for coming.
Damn, that went by so
What a
fast.
hard out. Oh my God.
Right.
There was no smooth transition, nothing.
There's no
She's like,
transition because we're already 4
we're done,
minutes over.
okay? Time is
And,
money. Thank you.
quiet.
There's a big ass clock over there. You need to get the fuck out of here. Thank you.
We
You
don't.
knew the time was running out.
We
Hang
don't
out is
have
over.
we don't
Thank
have an AD on set to like kind of keep
I know,
things
I love
moving.
it.
That's so
and
funny.
we could get lost in conversation
No, we
forever
would be
because
here all day.
we have to do
Well,
dinner.
what the fuck is Remy doing? Remy needs to restrain us.
Right, come on,
Remy
Remy.
doesn't care about us.
Come on, Remy, ma.
That's so funny.
He's just annoyed and wants to go home.
That's fair.
But no, I really appreciate you coming. I
No,
appreciate
I
your
do too.
perspective.
I mean, I'm
This is
about
a good combo too.
I really do like you guys. I
This
like
just means you have to
so
come
much.
back.
I'm about to ride the train during rush hour traffic.
Oh shit! I'm right behind you though.
This just means you have to come back.
That's
No,
it.
I do want to come back. I have a podcast coming out, so I want to
Oh,
promote
word?
my podcast on this podcast.
Please.
Yeah.
But November 16th to the 17th, I will be at the Helium Comedy Club in Atlanta. Please come buy tickets. Hoodo Comedy.
I didn't
Thank
even know
you.
they had a helium in Atlanta.
We'll put the link in the bio of this episode.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying to sell tickets, honey.
Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for coming, mama.
Bye.